Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Relax. Big time song from the 80s here. Not super heavy on guitar. There's basically a guitar riff and then some soloing going on, but still little parts that everyone will recognize. And the bass line, of course, totally simple, but it's just immediately recognizable. I love riffs like that. Okay, so we'll just dive in with the guitar part here. It doesn't really start with the guitar. It's synthesizer chords, so some string chords here. Okay, but it's just going to be an E minor, and it sounds nice here with this voicing up here. So 7 on the A, 9 on the D and G, 8 on the B. Okay, and just kind of swell into it. All right, and then that just kind of carries throughout the intro there. Then the bass comes in, of course, and I'll show you that part here in a minute if you can't figure it out. Yeah, but then it just kind of, once the bass comes in, it'll start switching between 2 chords here. So it'll initially keep with that E minor, okay. And then it just goes down to here where we're just going to do a D, regular D. Okay, about 2 measures each. And this is in case you don't have a keyboard or don't want to play that part, or if you just want to do it for guitar, that's perfectly fine. So that's what's happening there. Alright, and of course you got to do the bass for this song. It's probably the most essential, recognizable part of the song, and oddly enough, it's the most simple part of the song. It's just one note, and it's just an open E. Okay, and so as far as I'm concerned, it sounds best if you just slap it too. Okay. Just like that. And it's just going to be quarter notes on it. Piece of cake. Easy to do, and instantly it's Relax by Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Alright, and when the full-blown guitar actually comes in, it plays this reoccurring main riff of the song. It's just 3 notes, but you'll definitely know it. And I like to play it like this, where we do an open E and the octave of it here on the 2nd of the D. Okay, and you just really want to just attack it, just be real abrupt with it. Okay, and then we come up to 4 on the A. Okay, and then we do 5 on the A, open D, just get those 2 D notes there going. Okay. Okay, and then after the guitar does that, and the bass does it too, but after that little riff, there's a little synth line that comes in there. So if you want to do that for guitar, you can do it here. Okay, and it's going to be up here where we're going to do 10 on the B and E, and just 3 short little strums of that. Okay, and then once more, then bring it up to 12 on the B and E once, and then we go back to the 10 on the B, 9 on the E. Okay, and then just cut it, keep that short. Okay. So then you just put it together. Okay, and the bass plays the main riff along with everyone else. And for the bass, you just play it this way, where we're 7 on the A. Just 3 notes here. 7 on the A, 4 to A, 5 to A. And feel free to slap that too. Okay, and then just get right back into... It's almost like running with the devil. Alright, bridge section comes in, and like I said, this is all just pretty synthesizer string heavy. but you know, you can follow along with the guitar here, and it's just going to be you know, single chord strums, and then it rings out for the measure, and then just changes, and we're kind of scaling down here. So it's going to start with the E minor. All right, we go to the D. Okay, and we're just starting basically the same way, but then we go to C. So just 2 frets down from that D. Alright, and then we cap it all off with just an A chord. That's the bridge. Alright, and then there's a cool synth line that comes in after the bridge there, and I figured I'd arrange it for you here. Pretty cool. It just kind of hits, it's hitting this, hitting notes kind of like off beat. So you just wait that first note, and then you come up here to the 5 on the B, and then you just hit it every other note, okay, for about 6 times. Okay, then we're going to go 5, 3, 5, 7, 5. Okay. Alright, so you just put that first bit together. Okay, so we just do that once, and then it'll kind of start the same way again. Okay, and then we do about 6 of those, but then we just come up here to the 7 on the E, and we just do quick, 3 quick 7s here. Okay, you can make them sound kind of funky because they sound a little funky to me in the recording. Okay, so just put that whole first half together. Alright, in the second half of this synth line, it kind of doubles up the notes now. So instead of just doing the 1, you know, it's going to do 2. Okay, and then we finish this one off. Okay, we do 5, 3, 5, 5 on the E, back to 5 on the B. Okay. And this whole thing, we're just going to do that twice. It doesn't really switch up. Okay, so. Alright, and now the little guitar solo comes in, and you know, pretty twangy, splashy sounding guitar here. And it's nothing too wild going on with this here, but just little flourishes that come in, you know, every other measure in between the kind of main riff. Alright, and initially he's going to do this little line here, where he slides up to 5 on the B, goes to 3, and then goes to 2 on the G. Okay. Okay, give him some little vibrato on there. Okay, and then it would go through the main riff, and then to the next section, which is just something, you know, just a little accent here, nothing wild. And this gets a little faint note in there, and it's going to be 15 on the E. Okay, just kind of hit it lightly there. Alright, and then hit it again, louder, and then slide it out. Alright, main riff again. Alright, and then a little bit of a technique here. We're going to go on the B string again, 5. Alright, and we're going to go do kind of a pull off and then hammer back on. Okay, so we're doing 5, 3, open, pull off. Okay. pretty quick too. Alright, and then we're going to come back to the 5 and just bend it. Give it a nice long bend there. Alright, and then he does kind of a cool little funky thing to end off the solo here. Just comes up low. We're going to go 3 on the E. Give it a little bend there. Okay, and then hit an open A. Okay, and then go back to that 3. And then we're going to hit it about 6 times here. And we're just going to, every time we hit it, give it a quick little half bend. Okay, just kind of a real funky little riff here. Alright, so that would be the end of, the quote-unquote solo section. But then it'll get into, the main pattern again. And he drops in a couple little things. And basically one of them in this here is he just does a little bend. He's up at the 15 on the B, and then, 12 on the E. And we're just going to do that unison bend there, where we just bend that 15 to get to the E. Okay. Okay. Simple. All right, and at the very end, there's kind of this chord build, and it just it's like adding notes, and then it just ends on a big chord here. So very, very end. And it's going to start, just do, kind of basically an E minor, almost just like an E5 power chord here, where we're just going to do open E, 2, 2 on the A and D. Okay, and we're just going to keep adding and building onto this. Okay, so we're going to start there. Now we're going to put a second on the G string for the A note, and that'll make it a E suspended 4. Okay. Okay, so you just kind of hear this chord building. Alright, and then we're going to add, after that, 3 on the B. Okay, and we'll get like an E minor 7 going on here. Just hear the notes adding as we progress here, and then it'll end by adding a 3 on the high E, and you can just bring your ring finger down and hit that too. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.